This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening. I'd like to call to order again the Harwich Board of Selectmen's meeting for April 12, 2021. We did open the meeting at 5:30 and then went into executive discussions in which we discussed litigation strategy regarding the Ember and the port in the town of Harwich. And we also discussed respective bargaining with town unions. We still are proceeding on those discussions, and more to come later as we go forward. We closed the meeting. It's now about 2 minutes ago, so 6:38, and we move back to open session. I'd like to move directly into public hearings now. And I'd like to open the first public hearing if someone would care to make a motion.
Mr. Chair, I move that we
Yes,
open the continued hearing on Ember Pizza, 600 Route 28.
Second.
Is there a second?
Second.
I'll open with a roll call. Don?
Aye.
Ed?
Aye.
Michael?
Aye.
And I am an aye.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Michael.
I move that we continue the hearing on Ember Pizza, 600 Route 28 until April 26, 2021 at 5:30 p.m.
Second.
And motion and a second to postpone the hearing until April 26, 2021. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll take a roll call. I'm an aye. Ed?
Aye.
Don?
Aye.
Michael?
Aye.
Moving to the second public hearing.
Mr. Chair, I move that we open the continued hearing on the Port Restaurant and Bar, 541 Route 28.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll take a roll call. Michael?
Aye.
Ed?
Aye.
Don?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. So both
Mr.
those
Chair.
hearings will come. Yes?
Chair, I move that we continue the hearing for the Port Restaurant and Bar, 541 Route 28 until April 26, 2021, no earlier than 5:35 p.m.
Second.
The motion in a second. I'll take a roll call. Michael?
Aye.
Don?
Aye.
Ed?
Aye.
And I'm an aye. So both those public hearings now have been postponed until April 26th. Joe, do you have any comment regarding those?
No, Mr. Chairman, not at this time. Thank you.
Thank you. I think if we've informed, we all know we've had a very sad event with Selectman Forrest passing this Friday night. And with that, we've decided to postpone the rest of the agenda that was initially scheduled for tonight. I'll start with a brief comment and then in turn ask each of the selectmen and town administrator to comment as well. I will just mention that I got a nice email this morning from Shereen Davis, who chairs the Chatham Select Board, offering her condolences and reminding us that he'll be very missed and the ripple will be felt in Chatham as well as Harwich. My only comment is I'm still from the Cape Cod Times that his brother Michael Ford stated that Steve's leadership abilities were evident from a young age. The youngest of 5 siblings, Steve was an example to all of them. I'll just say that his leadership was obvious to us all. As a first-term Harwich selectman, Steve was a selectman we all aspired to be. He spent time to learn about issues through discussions with variety of residents, and with detailed homework to be reasoned, calm discussions to our board meetings. He will certainly be missed. I'll move on to, as I see people, Don.
Yeah, basically, I just have a heavy heart. I mean, ultimately, I feel like I've lost a really good colleague and a good friend. And the town of Harwich has lost a really good friend. I'm going to really miss him.
Thank you, Don. Michael?
Yeah, I would echo Don's heavy heart. I really didn't know Steve prior to him running for the Board of Selectmen. We ran together. I want to offer my deepest condolences to the family, the entire family. I can't imagine what Patsy and her kids and Stephen's siblings and all of Stephen's friends are going through right now. Stephen did offer and I know I've mentioned it in the past and thanked him for it. Stephen and I did not always agree, but he always disagreed very respectfully and always had a great argument. He had a great sense of humor, but he took his job and his role as a selectman in the town of Harwich very seriously. And I have a great deal more admiration for him now, knowing that he's been sick and the fact that he still showed up. He may not have made it through some of our very long meetings, but he still showed up and he was still playing an active role as a selectman right up to the bitter end. And for that, I really do admire him. Most people would have stepped down or been convinced to step down, but Stephen said to me, Michael, he and I talked about it, and he said he loves what he does, and it was giving him a little bit more fight. So my condolences to the family, and he will be missed.
Thank you, Michael. Ed?
Yeah, just to agree with Don and you and Michael that the short time I knew him, he'd become a very good friend, and it was evident that he, as well as the rest of the Ford family, expressed those core values of neighborliness, family, cooperation in their community to a great degree. And it'll be a loss for our town. And again, our condolences go out to Patsy and the girls and the rest of his family.
You, Ed. Joe?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and through you and to your membership. I would echo what has been said, but I'd also like to take a little bit of different tack, if I may. The comments that I want to offer to Patsy and their daughters and family is a sentiment that I think the general public should be aware of as it relates to each of you as board members. And despite the sadness of Selectman Ford's passing, I think we also want to take the time to thank Patsy, Carolyn, Aaron, and Molly, and the entire family for sharing Stephen Ford. Because that's what your families do when you all serve as selectmen. And so in this time when we have great sorrow and we miss him, we also want to convey through this public record the sincere gratitude and thanks of the town for his service as a selectman and for the sacrifice that his family made to let him to be a part of it, because you all have spoken so eloquently and correctly that you have many long meetings, you deal with many difficult tasks, and that's borne no greater than by the families that support you when you do that. And so I just want to offer that to the Ford family in addition to the condolences that we've shared. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Joe. Megan?
Thank you, Larry. It's hard to follow up after Joe's great words. They were spot on. Stephen was a wonderful selectman to work for. He'll be greatly missed. His steady hand and his positive attitude will be greatly missed. And my condolences to his family.
Thank you for those comments. It's hard to add much more than that. If I'm correct, there's a wake on Wednesday from 3 until 7 at the Doan Beals Funeral Home. And then the funeral is Thursday morning at 10 o'clock.
That's correct.
Thank you, Joe. With that,
Mr. Chair,
Ed,
I move we adjourn.
Second.
second. Thank you. We we do this in memory of Stephen Ford. I'll take a roll call. Don,
Aye.
Michael,
Aye.
Ed,
Hi.
and I'm an aye. Good evening, folks.